Let me tell you a little secret today, right? Most interviewers, when they look at a resume, they look at the first page to see what the candidate is. Basically, the first page, they expect a summary of what you are and what are your big accomplishment and why they should hire you. That information should be available in the first page itself, because most interviewer take a glance at the first page of your resume and make a decision in less than few seconds whether they want to shortlist you for the interview or not. So, and for you, your resume first page talks about what you want to do, what skills you currently have, what is your biggest accomplishment, and then what is the kind of career that you are looking for. So basically, help the interviewer filter your resume based on their requirement and then match your skills, and the first page itself would consist of everything what he need. So that way you would get only the relevant calls, and the interviewer does not need to spend a lot of time on you by reading the whole page of resume. But first page talks about everything, a short summary about everything what you believe the most important things are for you. So today we will talk about that, how you should first resume page should look like. And if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and also like the video if you think the video has helped, right? And today I will talk about what content you should write inside your resume and why it is relevant and things like that, right? So basically I had summarized what are the different things you should include in the first page itself of your resume. You should talk about you should talk about your most important skills that you want the interviewer to know, and what you bring to the table, right? If they hire you, what additional benefit they are going to get, those informations, and some other skills such as soft skills that you may have, how good of a team player you are, and how you match best to the DevOps benefit, and then what are your biggest accomplishment, that should also be included, and then your experience, right? A summary of your experience and your highest education, what you possess, right? So these are a certain information. Most interviewers are looking for this information, and they expect all this information in the first page itself, right? They take 30 seconds to look at your first page, and right, they get to know whether they want to select you or reject you. And you also get only relevant calls, right? The people who don't really understand your resume from the first page, most people are calling you with some irrelevant job. In DevOps there are different tools, different technologies, different domains. So you know that, I mean, most of the time your skills may not match the job requirement, and that's very important that they match, and that is when you get the relevant calls. And relevant calls are very important most of the time in DevOps interview. People just go to one interview because it is a DevOps interview, DevOps SRE role, so they just go ahead and take the interview, but soon they realize, and probably a lot of things mismatch between your company and the hiring company. So because of that, you might end up feeling much disappointed that you don't know anything, which is not true, right? Maybe your skill set does not match their requirements. So make sure that you give your interviewer the opportunity to make sure that they call you if they believe you are the right candidate for the job. And believe me, a lot of interviews are happening for DevOps, right? Right now the problem that companies are facing is they don't get the right people for the role, right? And this is a problem in DevOps. Probably DevOps is the toughest job position to fill in when the companies are trying to do that, trying to hire the people into their SRE team. So you are never short of interview calls, right? So some people, I have seen a lot of people put a lot of tools inside the resume, which makes the interviewer so much confused, and they don't know whether their skills matches your profile, and still they call you because they want to know about you. And end up, at the end they realize that your skill sets is different and their requirement is different, and then you both waste a lot of your time. Just cut all that that part, and make yourself much more beneficial, and save time, and take the interview calls that are relevant. So about all these skills that what I mentioned, and I'm going to demonstrate a resume. Just I prepared something for my students, so I thought I would share with everyone in here on YouTube. So it would be much beneficial for everyone what the interviewer want to see. So just take a look at this resume that I have just prepared. I mean, it's a very simple first page, and it does not consist of lot of technical in-depth data, and most interviewer don't want to know that in the first call, right? Basically, when they call you, they need to know what is you. So you should write about you, and then your skills, you should actually mark them, right? What is your best skills and what is not so best skills. You should give yourself some marks so that the interviewer know what question they should ask you, and also if your skill set, the tool what you use is also what they use in their companies, and then what you bring to the table, what are the extra benefits that you add. Maybe this is the place where you would demonstrate about you and how beneficial you are and how you work with the other teams, and then probably something that you did excellent in your team, and properly demonstrate the work culture that you currently have in your company. So such kind of things may be included, and also some other skills. Maybe if you are a community contributor, or you are working with community a lot, you are contributing to the community. Basically something that is much relevant to your job role would be your soft skills, right? How you coordinate with the people, other teams, and things like that, right? And then the biggest accomplishment what you have in your company. And most people who are very proactive, the DevOps engineer, normally they would have some kind of accomplishment. Maybe they increase the velocity of the delivery cycle by 10% or 20% with some work that they did, or probably they increased the SLA with the customers, by some 5%. So there are always, there would be certain things. If you think about it, your career, there would be something that you are proud of. Demonstrate that also in the first page itself, and then your experience, total number of experience, and the most relevant one maybe if you worked in many companies, you don't know how to put them all together, but you should mention your overall experience, and then the company names, at least the last second one or two companies, and then your highest education, right? All this information should be put together in the first page. So that would give, right, your interviewer save a lot of time just by looking at your first page. They know whether they should call you or not, right? So that way you will get, believe me, many people who confuses the interviewer, they end up getting no calls, right? That's what I have seen most of the time. People who learned a lot, even including the people whom I trained, they learned a lot, and they did a lot of awesome projects. And after that, when they prepare their resume, they prepare the resume in such a way that they don't want to miss out opportunities. Whatever DevOps opportunities that are coming in, they need to get the call, which is not the right way to do things, right? Basically, right? So filter out your interviews, filter out the companies, and then basically get only relevant calls. That should be one of your aim. And then about each of this part which I talked about, I mean basically all the 6 items that you should include in your resume. I had already done 2 other videos. You can actually watch them. One video is about what the interviewer expects from you. The link is there on the top. And a second video is about of how you should handle the first 15 minutes of the interview. Same topics, same topics are discussed during those videos. I mean, what is your skills? I mean, what you should be, what interviewer is expecting from you, and how you should handle the first 15 minutes of interview. Watch both videos if you are actually looking out for a job change into in the SRE domain, DevOps SRE domain. So go ahead and watch those videos, and then also prepare a proper first page for your resume. That is like in 10 seconds, people can see what they should expect from you. And if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and I will be posting a lot of videos like this. And also please like this video if you support me. I mean, if you like this video, go ahead and like it and share with the people in your circle who might be interested to know. And that's pretty much I wanted to talk about today. So I'll come with another video and see you next week.